Why hello everybody, Spencer here, also known as Lego Dude 11, and in today's video, this is a news video where I have not done one of these in a long time, in a little while now, discussing, I think I did one back when Dune got delayed, but this is talking about a Disney rumor. So, with that out of the way, without further ado, let's discuss. Alright guys, so as I just said, this is a Disney rumor video, and this is a news video for Disney rumor. And based off the title, you might know what it is already before I say anything, but I have a couple things to say. So one, my voice is I'm still getting over a little cold, so if you hear scratches, yesterday I barely could talk. I didn't make any videos. I made my X-Men video the other day, could talk, had a little bit of a stuffy nose. I'm getting through it. I'm just gaining my voice back, so bear with me. I have some water over here. I've drank some tea. I've taken a lot of pills to help me through this cold. But anyway, that out of the way, housekeeping. I have an article up on my computer right here that I'm going to read. If you'd like, I'm going to post it in the link down below. I'm going to post it in the link. That doesn't make any sense. I'm going to link it down below in the comment section or in the description, so you can check it out and read it for yourself and you know, share and things. But I'm going to read this quote pretty much verbatim, some of the stuff, not every word, but I'm going to try to read most of the stuff to share with you my thoughts on this. So what this is about a week or so ago, there's this rumor or thought going around that Incredibles 3 is a better sequel idea than Toy Story 5, which this is what this article says. And Incredibles 3 and Finding Nemo 3 are potentials to might happen at Pixar, which is what I've heard, and I think it's a great idea. I wore this shirt just for this occasion, just for the video. But I'm here for it. More inclined Incredibles 3 that Finding Nemo 3. I thought Finding Dory was fine, but however, how I think both of I don't think Finding Dory would do well or Finding Nemo 3 would do well. Both of these ideas are better than Toy Story 5. We've had this. So I'm gonna read. The studio has had a time to shine. So I'm gonna read this. It is obvious that the Walt Disney Company has been struggling on a creative level for the past decade at this point, shoveling out horrible movie ideas that nobody cares about while treating the good stuff they have in poor taste. Modern Disney has had a horrible problem with creativity and sequels. Just recently, they announced a slate of movie sequels to existing properties that have audiences scratching their heads. Moana 2, huh? Me personally, I'm not going to go see that. Zootopia 2, I might go see that, but it is still Frozen 3 and 4. Why? Cars 4, which I never heard of Cars 4, but I swear to God if they're doing that, because there was not enough already. Toy Story 5, what are you thinking? At least out of the latter three, Zootopia 2 actually has some leeway in story potential, which I do agree with. But nobody asked for more Frozen movies, which I totally agree with. Frozen 2, I thought was a great sequel to the first one, but I thought they were done, and it's out of hand. More Frozen movies, and Toy Story 5 was the worst idea on the list. Like, I can't believe this. First off, the Toy Story series has already ended. Twice. How many times do we really need to go back to the well when there is no water in it to begin with? When Toys parted way with Andy to begin new adventures with a younger owner, which beautifully ended the initial trilogy before separating Woody with the rest of the gang and what was supposed to be the final entry. But of course, all good things never meant to end anymore, and the cash money must keep a-flowing. The non-toy / Tim Allen Lightyear movie was released, focusing on the fictional astronaut that inspired the toy, even though Pixar already did that in the early 2000s in much better and respectable fashion, which I never checked that out, but I do know what they're talking about, and they're not wrong. Then Lightyear bombed, probably because it was a movie that nobody wanted to see. I did, but it sucked. And Disney's grand idea, instead of just letting a series rest, was to hit the dead horse again, like this, beating him with a stick, like a dead grandma, and make more movies. You cannot end a series when it has already ended twice now. Thank you. This article is my favorite article I've read in a long time. The first time was perfect, and even the second time ended with mixed results, meaning Toy Story 4. Modern Disney does not really understand the needs of the audience in this case, and they are looking in all the wrong places when it comes to story potential. If Disney Pixar genuinely wanted to make a sequel to one of their properties, then they should be looking towards doing Incredibles 3 instead of Cars 4 or Toy Story 5. Thank you. I never heard of Cars 4. I don't even know where this notion in this article Cars 4 is coming from. I'm sure this article might have a source about Cars 4 somewhere. I don't know why I said somewhere twice. But why? Why Toy Story 5? Why Cars 4? Sure, superhero fatigue is running rampant right now, but at least finishing off the Incredibles adventures is a better idea than most at this point, which is an awesome sentence because I've been preaching for years since the second Incredibles, and now people are like, I don't like superhero crap. And then we got The Boys, which is awesome, and Invincible, people love that. So I'm like, superhero concept's still relevant. Anyway, let's move on. For one, every movie has always ended with a cliffhanger, which still leaves the door open for Incredibles 3. Cars and Toy Story haven't ended with cliffhangers, partially why fourth and fifth entries are a horrible idea. No duh. Which is why I think Endgame works really well. Like, I think the four Avengers are good, but like again, I think trilogies. I always like watching trilogies, and then once you've made the trilogy, you're done. Let's continue. Not to mention, after the events, my eyes started watering. After the events of Incredibles 2, there are a few potential ideas to explore and a final entry, which is, I've been telling people there's still stuff, there's stories, ideas that they can throw out there for story wise. Jack could finally fully unlock his full power, set and true potential, since he's the most powerful member of the entire super family. I'd love to see that. I've been saying that it could be Jack's story with the kids and whatnot. And now that the superheroes are legal again, the third movie could explore the world's reaction to the superheroes coming into the fold again. Great. There would be also there would obviously be more. Did I just say that? Yes. Be many people in favor, but then there would be those opposed to the fact that super beings exist to begin with. Not to mention, if there's a team of superheroes, then why wouldn't there be a team of supervillains to counter them? Marvel Comics had the Dark Avengers, led by Norman Osborn, as well as the Frightening Four, which I love the Frightening Four. They're an animated series in Fantastic Four. But so why can't the Incredibles have a counter to that? Fighting off a team of supervillains would be interesting. And why did my thing just come up? That was terrible. An interesting aspect of the third movie. Fighting off a team of supervillains would be an interesting aspect of a third movie, but Disney probably wouldn't bother with such a good idea. Which is alright, I just want to see what they do with this. Or Mr. Incredible could encounter something or someone from his distant past that now comes back to haunt him and harm his family, adding a stake that determines the Incredibles' very future. That would be dope. And who knows, maybe this past enemy is one now in charge of the supervillain team. This would make kind of like Dr. Doom and Reed Richards. Ooh, that would be dope. Kind of like that relationship. This would make Mr. Incredible's story more personal and overarching, revealing the reasons why he became a superhero in the first place. That'd be so dope. Now, it's unlikely that anybody will die in this movie, especially the baby, because it's unlikely that Disney Pixar would take such a risk killing off one of the parents or even Syndrome. Maybe that's for the better. It's also unlikely that, especially given the ages of the three kids, the movie would take a Guardians of the Galaxy 3 route, Volume 3 route, and have the characters go their separate ways. That would also not be great, because that would encourage Disney to make unwanted spin-offs on Disney+. I wouldn't like that. As I said, I think that just stick to a trilogy and end it there. No spin-offs, nothing. They've already had some incredible shorts on Disney+, which I enjoy. I love The Incredibles, so I really enjoyed those. But if you do a Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 route, I already know that it'll be a bad movie, because I like Guardians 3, but I know going their separate ways, which is not bad. It's just it doesn't work for The Incredibles, in my opinion. They should like reunite, like have a family dinner. But anyway, have a closure moment. Thankfully, Incredibles. It is also very unlikely that Incredibles 3 would take a time travel or multiverse route because enough superhero movies have done that already, and it's mostly in poor taste. I swear to God, if they do that in this movie, they did it in Invincible, and it was so good. But they don't need to do that in Incredibles 3. They already had the void portals, which were fine, but that's enough. Don't do multiverse, just do that. If Incredibles 3 were to end in a series, then maybe the third entry would conclude without a cliffhanger and provide closure as a trilogy, which is what I said. Perfect. We can just do that. Closure is closure is good for projects that were left unfinished and provides the audience with satisfaction that they have a finished product. That is assuming Incredibles 3 does not end with another cliffhanger, which would be an excuse to make more content. Besides, the time to do a third Incredibles movie would be now. Now, I tell you, now! So, I like it. Because a lot of the main actors are already aging out. Craig T. Nelson obviously will not be around forever, and he is already in his 60s. Yeah, come on, man. So it would be better to wrap the Incredibles trilogy now when Disney Pixar has the chance, which I'm telling you, this is Pixar's rejuvenation year with Monsters at Work. Well, I'll get that in a minute. The actor for Dash was already replaced for Incredibles 2 since the other voice actor, same name, Spencer, the original voice actor for Dash was Spencer, by the way. I learned that last week. I don't know how, but I did. Already another role. If the company were smart, they would scrap projects like Toy Story 5, Cars 4, and commit to The Incredibles. I agree. Confidently, wholeheartedly agree. But then Disney decided to milk to death other projects that didn't need additional installments. It makes one wonder how Inside Out 2 will fare this summer, and that's something I'm going to talk about. So I've watched I grew up with the first Incredibles. It came out when I was born in 2004. And funny enough, like I just said, I found out that Dash's name was Spencer, which is a weird fact. I don't know how I didn't know that until now, like last week. I've watched Incredibles 2 so many times since it came out during the pandemic, and it's just so good. I love those first two movies. Like this said, scrap projects like Toy Story 5, Cars 4. If you want, you can do Finding Nemo 3. I don't know how true it is, but I need Incredibles 3 to happen. There's so much, like this article said, so much story potential they can do here. Choose from Jack, the kids. Like maybe Jack is unlocked to his full potential, and he's very powerful. He has more powers, and I just said powerful like so many times. He has more to do, and you see the kids working together, maybe with Jack. That kind of happened at the end, but like fully a movie, and like the parents are doing a mission, like they go try to save the parents or find the parents from an evil threat, something I don't know. But I'm telling you, this is Pixar's rejuvenation year with Monsters at Work Season 2. Loved the ending of that, the whole season. I cannot wait for Inside Out 2. Hopefully that does well. And just, I don't know what they're doing next. I think Elio is supposed to be a Pixar thing. I don't know how well that's going to do, but I hope that they can get Incredibles 3 on the move, in progression. And I hope it's like a secret project. I don't want to know, like if they say it's starting, great. But if all that could happen at this point is if they just say it might be happening at Pixar, and then the actors are doing their stuff, if they're just working on it secretly, and they don't tell us until the first trailer drops, I'll be like, perfect. Thank you for not telling me, because I want to know. All I want is them to do this and then a trailer to drop. I don't want it to be like, hey, we're working on this movie, guys. And if they do that, I'm fine. It's fine. I don't care. I won't get mad. But it would be great to be surprised by a trailer for Incredibles 3. That's all I'm saying. But when I saw this article, guys, I was blown away. I was astounded. When I saw this Instagram post, it said Finding Nemo 3 and Incredibles 3, I thought my prayers had been answered because I thought we were never going to get this. So this gets me closer. This is my one dream movie. My first dream movie is Beetlejuice 2 that's coming out soon this year. I cannot wait for that. But Rick and Morty movie, a Community movie might be happening, which I'm interested to see. My other dream movie is a Rick and Morty movie. And I'd like a Lego Movie 3, but I don't think that they're doing it. That's okay. But Incredibles 3 to round out a trilogy. Because I don't know what they do with a Lego Movie 3. I really don't. I was making up story ideas for this, but I don't know what they would do for a Lego Movie 3. I mean, like I said, they might do Marvel, but they haven't done Marvel in the first two. I can't talk about Lego Movie. This is one of my dream movies. Rick and Morty, Beetlejuice 2, which is happening in this. So this is on getting closer. One of my dream movies is keeping my fingers crossed is getting closer. We have proof. They're saying it might happen. Please scrap Toy Story 4. Please scrap Cars 4. Please scrap the Frozen movies. I know they're not Pixar, but we don't need more Frozen. I'll watch Utopia 2. I'm not gonna watch Moana 2, but again, I don't understand. If you'd like to, I'm linking this article in the comment section down below, or as I said, that comment section will be weird. I'm linking it down below in the description of this video. So if you'd like to, keep reading it. I read pretty much the whole thing, but please share this with your parents, your family members, your aunts, uncles, grandma, grandpa, if they're still alive, and if they want to read this, if you want to share this with them, if you have people that are excited, that love the Incredibles franchise, or that you should watch them and say, hey, Incredibles 3 is coming out. It might be happening. Here, look at this article. So, I got this news for you. Thanks so much for watching this video. I am super pumped, guys. As if you don't know. It might be happening. A lot of people don't like Incredibles 2. And I don't know why. But I do know why. Because they don't like women. And that's okay. They just think it's a gender flip film. And I agree but disagree. So I just like it as a superhero movie. And it's fun. It's full of heart. It's fun and vibrant. Colorful. And superheroes and great music by Michael Giacchino. I love that dude. Love the composer Michael Giacchino. But anyway, I would love to see Incredibles 3. We're on closer. The road is getting closer by the minute. So I'm super happy. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like down below. Hit that notification bell so you get all the latest news, potentially like this one. News, reviews, vlogs, movie TV show reviews, vlogs, and maybe a podcast coming back in the fall. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, follow me at Boba Fett Jedi Master. Links down below on Instagram. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, follow me. Don't forget to keep calm. Peace. There you go. Peace out, everyone. Bye.